Hey guys, here we go into a video on Lomachenko versus Crolla. Now, I didn't do any video breakdowns because I think this fight was pretty easy to call. It's pretty obvious that Lomachenko was just going to smash this guy. A lot of it has to do with the active guard and, giving your opponent different looks, and so that they don't know how to attack you, right? And that's the idea. And I kind of want to talk a little bit about that in this video. The more you move, the more active your guard is, the more your opponent's going to be worried that you're setting stuff up. That's what you're supposed to do. And what happens is, in this fight, Crolla thinks he has Lomachenko's active guard kind of figured out. He figures out an opportunity in which he wants to attack him, and that's off of his front foot. And as you see right here, he steps forward, and then that looks like the opportunity that Crolla is going to look to take lead foot dominance, right, off of Lomachenko's stepping, and then attack and throw some punches. He says, okay, well, he moves around a lot, so let's find a time in which we can attack him. And it looks like they try to do that too, or they try to do that. And it's a very, common problem in boxing is like that kind of game plan style. But people don't understand that the problem with having a game plan is that if you're just learning this style of attack, right, that to do this, it's going to work on your training partner. It's going to work on people you tell to fight like that, to walk like that, to move like that, because they've never actually fought like that before. They don't have any what you call craft. And now what you see here is Lomachenko immediately saying, oh, he's attacking me on the front foot. So he steps and he slips when that punch comes, and he's able to land a 1-2. And that's 10 seconds into the fight. Now all Lomachenko has to do is ask his opponent questions, right? Probing. Now watch as he steps on that front foot. He knows that Crolla is going to attack him, right? So he steps and he pulls back because he knows the shot is coming. He doesn't have to see it, but he knows that it's coming. He knows that's when Crolla has looked to start setting up his offense. As you see, watch Loma step on the front foot and he bring his guard up, step, and then probe, step, step, and then change levels, step. And then look at how he knows he's taking this step. And as he's taking that step, he knows this is the opportunity that Crolla is looking to attack him on. So he starts firing punches off because he knows that Crolla is about to attack. He can see that Crolla is taking lead foot dominance. But all of this, because he has the knowledge that Crolla is only going to attempt to attack him on his lead foot timing, or when he steps with his foot. And then once Crolla sees that doesn't work, the stepping on the inside, he starts trying to land the hook. And then he sees that that's not working. And this is all in the first round, right? Throwing the hook, Lomachenko's able to get around it. And that's all in the first round. You can see that he's testing him. And another thing that was happening a lot in the broadcast is Tim Bradley was saying probing, 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 but he didn't actually explain what that meant, And I think it's funny, too. There's a lot of, we'll talk about that at the end, but so we don't lose momentum. You can see he's probing here. This is what he's doing. He's testing Crolla to see what he's going to do because he knows, hey, that's when he's looking to attack. So he tests him. He asks him a question. He says, hey, what are you going to do when I step there? And he controls his head, takes a step back, asks him a question. Asks him a question, right? Sees the right hand coming, blocks it. Right? Easy because he's asking the question. He knows that something's coming. And now, all the way into the first round, he said, okay, what do you do here? What do you do here? And he puts enough pressure on Crolla that Crolla winds up putting himself out of position and winds up just eating these free punches. And now, the idea here is that Crolla thinks that Lomachenko is out of position when he's taking a step. Because most of the time when you're spreading your base, or you're moving, or you're slipping, or you're doing whatever, you're out of position. Right? So he's looking to catch him out of position. But the problem is, Lomachenko has fought people who have tried this tactic on him his entire career. Just like we found out with Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia's never fought anyone who knows what to do when someone fights on that timing. And Mikey Garcia's knocked everyone out. All the way up until he fought Errol Spence. And Errol Spence steps just the same way. And people have tested him in the same way. And he already has a layer of craft built on top of it. So what looks like a mistake, what looks like you're out of position, what looks like something bad in boxing, turns out to be an opportunity for you to create offense. Now what happens is Lomachenko's not out of position when he's here because he's fought in this position many, many, many times. However, after all that pressure, Crolla finds himself in the same position, walking forward on that front foot and eating punches, right? As you see, he when he rocks back here, rocks forward and gets walked into these punches because for most fighters, it is out of position, but because of the fact that he's never been in that position, he's just going to get wrecked and eat punches. But Lomachenko, in the exact same position, has seen that tactic many, many, many times and knows how to fight in that position. So he's no longer out of position. That's what you call craft. And then, you know, just continuing the onslaught in the first round. And I just kind of wanted to talk about this part in particular. Probing, right? Probing. Asking his opponent questions. Feinting, slipping to the inside or to the outside, and his opponent starts jabbing. Says, oh, okay, I can slip to the inside to get him to throw or slip to the outside to get him to throw jabs. Again, probing. Hey, are you going to attack me? Front foot, probing. He's asking his opponent questions because he wants to know how his opponent is going to react. And every time you probe, every time you ask a question, as you see, he slips to the outside, the jab comes. He doesn't use that in this round. But he does use it when the announcers yell out, only Loma would give you those kind of angles. This is what he's setting up with that. That's how he's setting that up, is baiting the jab. But as you see, he's baiting the jab there. He's hoping that it comes. But when Crolla finds himself unable to attack off of that timing anymore because Lomachenko has either countered him, he's moved back, he's probed, he's moved off the line, he's done the right things, Crolla finds himself in a position where he doesn't know what to do anymore and winds up just eating punches because he knows that all of the avenues of attack that he has prepared have failed already. And that's the problem with a game plan and having to fight a fighter with real craft. Also, what I wanted to talk about is, isn't it funny how Tim Bradley and Andre Ward were using so many of the hotkeys that I talk about in boxing? You know, I've gotten a lot of criticism for them, you know, like active guard. I didn't hear them use that one, but they use terms similar. But lead foot dominance, specifically lead foot dominance, I thought that was really funny. But they were talking a lot about probing. They were talking a lot about, you know, Tim Bradley likes to say download the information. But they were talking about positioning. He wants to get you out of position, you know. Pay attention to this stuff, you guys. The boxing world is finally starting to catch up to the, you know, what's important in boxing and what's not. You know, thanks to social media, thanks to YouTube, thanks to just this overwhelming sense of information, you know, and people are kind of starting to be able to pick up on it. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of funny that they were starting to use those hotkeys or those keywords and stuff. Look for that in the future, you guys. It's catching on. People are starting to figure it out. And that's great for boxing. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for all you guys, all you boxing fans, all you new fans, anyone who's new to boxing, stay tuned to the channel. I have some really, really, really exciting things coming out. That's why I haven't been super busy on here. I have some really, really exciting stuff that I'm planning that's coming out that I'll be releasing. Just little projects and stuff that I've been working on the side. I'm working with a really, really talented person, and we're putting together a lot of things. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, thanks, guys.